Hi, my name is Lucy, and I'm here from the Jackson District Library. I'm going to talk to you today about some of the best ways to do your research. So, what is research? Research is something that we do for work. It's also something that we do for fun. I know I do. I actually was recently researching shoe prices. When you shop online for shoes, do you just Google size 10 Converse shoes? Does that work? It never works for me. So what I do instead is I go to the shoe store's website and then I type in Converse and find my shoe size. Now, what you're doing there is you're going to the specific source where you know the information is going to be accurate. And I knew I'd be able to find exactly what I needed. In researching anything, there are a few benchmarks to make sure that the website is a good source of information. The first is accuracy. Is that source's information accurate? Is it legitimate? How can you tell? The easiest way to determine accuracy is by looking at the author. So your author, your publisher, they should be experts in their field. Usually you can find that information on the About Us page in whatever website you're looking at. For example, an article on heart health from the American Heart Association should always be the most credible source that you can find on heart health, rather than something that was written on Instagram by a lifestyle blogger. That actually brings us to our next research criteria, which is authority. The easiest way to determine if a website has authority is by looking at the URL. Government entities, universities, some nonprofit organizations are great examples of accredited institutions that are focused on making sure that information gets out there that is just fact. Your URLs that you'll look for are edu, .gov, or .org. Generally speaking, they're a viable source of information. It's always important to double check that though, and use the other research criteria to confirm what you're reading is accurate. There's a second tier and third tier of URL tiers that we've created. Websites ending in .org are usually nonprofit organizations. So things like the American Heart Association would have a .org URL. .coms and .nets though are third tier site. They can be purchased by anyone. And so finding out the accuracy and the authority of the information is a little trickier. They should really only be a last resort, especially if you're working on a research paper. The third research criteria to use is objectivity. That one is sometimes the hardest one to figure out. You're looking to see if the source presents all sides of an issue without privileging one side of information. In other words, without trying to sway you to just their opinion. They're going to present facts that go with their opinion. They're going to present facts that go with the opposite opinion. They're not trying to sway you to just believe what they say. This is especially important if your essay is covering a hot button topic. Anything hot button is going to need a lot of careful reading to check on objectivity. When you're dealing with politics especially, make sure you're looking for nonpartisan results. What you're trying to do is you're trying to find a source that's going to let you form your own opinion. The next one is actually kind of a bit of a no-brainer. Don't pay to get access to a research source. Please don't pay for it. The library does pay for a few that are very reputable, and any institution of higher learning will also pay to get you access to